You're listening to the Savage Sacktap. It's not a podcast, it's not a half-cast, it's just a quick shot to the balls to help you finish off the week. We're cutting through the bullshit, filling your Friday with rage-fueled logic, and cracking a few jokes along the way. So grab a bag of frozen peas. There's a Savage Sacktap coming your way.
Smooth, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
Test, test. How's my volume sound? It looks a little low on the recorder. Oh well. I'll just fix it afterwards. What's up, bitches? Another episode of the Sacktap. I'm doing this one completely without any kind of outline whatsoever again, because I had a lot of fun doing that last week, so bear with me if I stutter and stumble a bit along the way. So let me tell you what happened this weekend that has me kind of pissed off. I live in an apartment building, Jersey City, right? And we have this big, massive, I guess you call it a landing, concrete pad out front. That is used for absolutely nothing. But it's 10 yards of space between the building and the property line. So there's 6 units in the building, and we're all out there grilling, drinking beers, just having a good time. A little low-level music on, but not creating a disturbance whatsoever. And I think the youngest person at this gathering was 25. There were people there in their late 30s and 40s. So this wasn't a raucous fucking college banger or some sort of, ghetto throwdown where there's going to be a fucking shooting because someone smudged someone's sneaker. It was pretty much a neighborhood barbecue. Anyway, I don't think we'd been out there an hour when all of a sudden the cops show up for the first time. And apparently I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. I don't know why it required that voice, but I think I was in the kitchen, grabbing a beer or something like that. And I'm on my way back out, and everyone comes in, because we have the first floor apartment, starts grabbing glasses and cups and shit. What the fuck? They're oh, the cops said that people called and said we were drinking in front of the building, so they came by and just gotta put those beers in cups. Alright, all good. We do that. Everything's fine for, say, 20, 30 minutes. 2 different cops come back. Tell us we have to all go in the fucking backyard because somebody called to report a party going on with people drinking across the street. Some fucking dipshit on what was a beautiful day, just a bunch of adults minding their own business, having a good time, not causing any trouble whatsoever. Some fucking shithead decided to call the cops, not once, but twice. How fucking terrible is your life if that's what you do on a beautiful Sunday afternoon? You have to be so fucking miserable to do that shit. Fucking get a friend. Oh, yuck. And apparently it wasn't even, this person was calling the town councilman. They didn't even call the cops directly. Call the fucking town councilman to call the cops to tell on us. Who the fuck does that? This fucking world, we live in such a world of fucking pussies and tattletales these days. It fucking blows my mind how pretty much everyone's modus operandi in 2016 is just to fucking shit on and fuck up something that someone else is doing just because you don't like it. It's not hurting you at all. You don't like it. You don't like that people are doing something that they enjoy. It has no effect on you, and you want to fucking make them stop. That's 2016 in a nutshell. Just So fucking infuriating. I mean, look, we went in the backyard and we had a fucking blast, like grilling all sorts of meats, drinking brews. There was some solid tunes pumping through the sound system, and had a little smoke may have been going around. May have gotten a little toasty. Anyway, yeah, I needed to vent about that. I was steamed. Alright. So, social media real quick. Find us on Facebook. We are The Savage Crew. Same thing on Twitter, at The Savage Crew. And you can find me on Twitter as well, at Mike Montone. Feel free to send some hate tweets my way. Alright, let's get this shit started. Let's get it started. Let's get retarded in here. Let's get retarded in here. Gotta open up. Here we go. Oh, yes. Alright, I got more Reddit screen grabs and shit lined up for us to start with. This one, I guess, is a BuzzFeed commenter. Some fucking... He's got the France flag over his profile picture, so I can't really see what he looks like. He looks like a little bit of a dipshit. I can kind of see through the white part of the flag. Fucking tool. Anyway, this is what he writes. There is more to life than sex. As men, we must respect that our women can't have sex. That doesn't mean straying and cheating. Honor your woman and respect that she can't have sex. It isn't the end of the world. This is one of the ways you can show you love her. Honor, respect, and love her. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, why can't our women... It got 209 likes, by the way. It doesn't mean our women can't have sex. When can't the women have sex? Women can have sex whenever they want. That's the point of feminism. Not fucking weirdo comments like this. This is like... What this dude is doing is he knows that if he throws like a lot of drivel like words out there like respect and women in the same sentence, people aren't even going to read into whatever you said. People are just be like, "Did you hear what he said about respecting women?" What a fucking guy. 209 people said that. In 18 fucking minutes, I guess it looks like, and he got that many likes. What a fucking... People are so fucking silly. They're so stupid. They just see love, honor, respect, and the word women in there, and they're like, oh, that's a real man. What a douche. Next. No. Here it is. Oh, that took forever to load. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna talk about while it loads if it's taking forever? But it didn't. Oh. Alright. So, first of all, there's like a fucking chopper just fucking rumbled by. If you heard that in the background. Anyway. This one is, I got this from it's like the Social Justice Warrior, like White Knight subreddit, which is entertaining as fuck. But it's a picture of this like neckbeardy looking male feminist stand-up comedian, and he says, "If women can do everything men can, how come they've never successfully oppressed an entire gender?" This guy, I bet he lives in Brooklyn. That's the kind of people that live out there. Shitheads who find that to be like, oh, funny and witty because men haven't been a fucking oppressing women, alright? Well, in some places, yeah, but not the way he's talking about. This dude's not, this is the problem. There is actual oppression against women, but it involves things like honor killings and fucking forced fucking marriages, clitoral circumcision, shit like that. That's oppressing a gender. With this guy's for sure fucking, in his mind, he thinks like man-spreading when a guy sits with his legs wide on the subway, that he considers that oppression. Like, don't let this motherfucker fool you. He doesn't give these fucking motherfuckers don't give a shit about, like, the actual horrible shit facing women. They're just like, no, you know what? It's easier to get bent out of shape about mansplaining. A man dumbing down a subject when he speaks to a woman because she might not know what she doesn't understand what a fucking cover 2 is, and he's explaining it to her, and it's not condescending to break something down simply. If you're explaining something to me that I have no fucking clue about, I want you to break it down into the most simple way fucking possible. So I don't understand how I got mansplained. Ugh. So condescending. Really? Silly chicks. That's why the cool chicks need to step up and fucking snuff that shit out. You gotta tell these silly bitches, like, look, this has gotta end. You're hurting all of us. Moving on. Oh shit, it's doing it. It's good. It's taken forever to oh, thank God. Okay. This is fucking unreal. I forgot I had this one. Hold on. Okay. So this is from Reddit. And this dude refers to himself as he refers to her as the girl's mental boyfriend. And his post is, I think I inadvertently met my girlfriend's physical boyfriend today. Meaning the guy who's actually dating and fucking the chick that he's friend zoned with. This is fucking great. Alright. I wonder if I can I zoom in on this a little bit? Yeah, alright. Here you go. He says, being the mental boyfriend, I am there for emotional support and having a rich relationship. The backstory is this. We met 2 years ago, and she was my first hug, handhold, kiss, etc. Jesus fucking Christ. Who the fuck remembers their first hug or handhold? Is a fucking... That's why you're the mental boyfriend, motherfucker. She doesn't want a fucking guy who remembers his first hug and a handhold. Guys who remember first handholds don't fuck the shit out of chicks. They don't lay down. Their dick game is so weak. It's not dick game strong. Joe Rogan's fucking repeat dick game strong during his podcast a couple weeks ago. That was very funny. Anyway, it's like, I bought her tons of gifts to lead up to telling her I loved her. And then I told her I loved her after a month and wanted to try having sex. She told me she ruined too many relationships because having sex with someone takes away from the mental aspect of the relationship. Oh, you fucking sucker. Nobody, like, this has gotta be a fucking troll post, though, right? Like, nobody believes that shit. And nobody's like, oh, yo, that makes perfect sense. You know what? I'll just be your mental boyfriend. You can be a mental boyfriend without the girlfriend even being in the picture. Just fucking jerk off to her every night. They have a name for it. It's called bait rape. Because they don't know you're jerking off to them but you're baiting. You're masked up baiting. Fucking, who comes up with that? Who comes up with bait rape? Anyway, she wanted me to stay a pure virgin and love her as much as I always did. Is this fucking... This guy is fucking out of his shit. So alright, here's what happens. He says, anyways, today I was walking through the hallway at school, and I took out my droid, which has a picture of me and her on the lock screen. This guy was looking down at me from above on the second floor and started laughing at me for some reason. I turned around and he winked at me, and I realized he had the perfect view of my phone. Fucking... So he's just walking around with a picture of him and some dude's girlfriend on his fucking... I don't even have... I have, like, pictures of my girlfriend on my phone, but I don't have... It's not my fucking save screen. Or not my lock screen. And it's not... I'm not... She doesn't have me on it. She has her fucking dog on hers. I have a picture of some graffiti. This motherfucker is not... He's the mental boyfriend, and he's walking around with a fucking... A fucking picture... A picture of her on the fucking lock screen. What a fucking cock. Oh, you fucking suck as a human. Oh, you are terrible. Anyway, so... He's like... So I went home and I explained how he looked to my girlfriend and asked her if it was him, and she was giggling and wouldn't tell me yes or no. She told me I shouldn't know who it is because it will mess up the dynamics of our relationship for when we get married. Yeah, bro. I don't think you understand. You're not getting married to this chick. Unless you have millions of dollars, then yeah, she'll marry you and she's gonna fuck everything in sight. But otherwise, you're not getting married to this chick. It's a nice idea, Brohim, but it's just not gonna fucking happen. Anyway, he finishes it with, what do you guys think? Do I have the right to know now that I have most likely seen who the physical... He keeps calling him the physical boyfriend. The physical boyfriend is the actual boyfriend. There is no mental boyfriend. That's like people who use the term fucking work husband or work wife. That's not a fucking thing. That's just called a friend that you work with. Either that or you're fucking them. And then it's your what do they call that? Like your mistress. Or your... What do they call the dude? A mister? A mistro? The maestro? I don't know. That's all it is. Whatever. Moving on. Next one. Oh, I get so fucking nervous when they get slow to load. Because I'm like, what the fuck am I going to talk about while I stare at a blank screen? Oh, this one's long as fuck. Yeah, this is not going to be a good one to do. I'm going to skip this one. It was kind of funny, but it's super long, and my screen freezes up when I try to do shit like that. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. This one should be better. Come on. Load, motherfucker. Do it for me. Come to Papa. There it is. Oh, yeah. This one's fucking creepy as shit. Some guy's just like, he was on Facebook, and some dude messages him, and, some dude messages him trying to fuck him, and and they have this fucking ridiculous. He just starts bombarding him with dick pics. So here we go. The guy's like, well, I'm gonna go get snuggled into bed and be warm. It's a bit chilly in my room since I'm naked still from my shower. Ha. Fucking. Why would you even respond to that with anything other than, fuck off? But this guy fucking responds like, haha, well, I don't want to give you the wrong idea. I'm just into girls. If it were up to me, I'd be bi, cause double the options is pretty awesome. But alas, LOL, let me tell you something. I don't think it's going to be too long before this motherfucker has a cock coming out of his mouth, because that was one of the gayest fucking responses I have ever heard in my life. If it was up to me, I'd be... If you fucking really want to, go for it, Holmes. And he's just saying, like, yeah, I wish I loved to suck cock. And then he ends it with LOL, which means he probably has sucked a wiener or two, because that's what guys who use LOL do. Men are supposed to use haha. Men do not use LOL. That's fucking it. LOL! Oh my god. Fucking, so, alright. The gay dude responds, haha, you're fine. I was hoping you were bi, though. You're super duper cute, and I bet you have a really nice body. LOL. And he says, haha, well, thanks, and sends a smiley. Holy shit. He sends a smiley emoji back. This guy has got to just be like a fucking... He's just playing hard to get, and like this is his fetish, is making the other guy like seduce him or some shit. No, because no straight dude would respond like that to some dude just messaging him to fuck. That you'd be like, no. So the gay guy keeps going. He's like, am I correct in assuming you got a nice body? Do you want any pics of me? I know you're straight, but I still don't mind showing you. And then this fucking guy's like, I'm fine. Sorry. I know the feeling since I had a huge crush on a girl for like 2 months, and she turned out to be just into girls. Seriously sucks. LOL. He's like really trying to emphasize that he's straight, and then the gay guy responds, oh man, that sucks. Well, here's one just because. And he responds with a dicky, but the dicky's not included in the screen grab. Otherwise, I'd give you a descriptor, let you know if that thing's snipped or not, if it's covered in blood and shit. Ugh, gross. But this guy is. This is very. The gay. If you got messaged by a gay dude, I feel like. And you're a straight guy, you're gonna be like, no. And then like when he starts talking about your body, you're gonna be like, seriously, bro, fuck off. Like, unless he was just trying to like troll with him, but these don't seem like troll comments. This is yeah. I guarantee you that this guy eventually winds up getting fucking plowed by the dude who's sending him dick pics. No doubt in my mind. Like, I tried to resist, I just couldn't. It's gonna happen. If we find out that it happened, we'll let you know. I don't know how we'll find out. Keep checking Reddit. Alright. Moving on. Oh, so this chick on fucking Facebook writes, When you go to the doctor and accidentally refer to your uvula as a vulva. LOL. Just had to laugh it off. Well, how about that? And then some fucking chick comments underneath. LOL. No, silly. A vulva is a car. Everybody knows that. Fucking chick vagina humor is just so weird. It got 25 likes. I guess they're called reactions now, because it's not just a like. Facebook reactions. We should have an unlike button. People always used to comment that on Facebook. There should be a dislike, but or they'd be like, dislike. Dislike. Ugh, I wish I could dislike this 1,000,000 times. Anyway, just wanted to show that chicks are weirdos on Facebook. Oh, fuck. Alright. Speaking of chicks being weirdos on Facebook. This surfaced into my newsfeed, like, earlier this week. It's this fucking blog post. No, you're not different. You're just an aging millennial. Fucking... And all the chicks on my Facebook page were sharing it. It's fucking so fucking stupid. These articles about being a fucking... whatever. Fuck, millennials are the biggest assholes on the fucking planet, by the way. They're so fucking annoying. I know that's like a blanket statement generalization. It's shit like this. Fuck me. Alright. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do the whole thing. I'm gonna go through and just dig out the most detestable parts. Get this ad out of the way. Okay. So she's like, obviously it's a fucking chick. A dude would never write this fucking article. The aging millennial straddles that annoying gap between late 20s and early 30s. The aging millennial has a grown-up job, might be pregnant right now, and turned down an offer to attend their 10-year high school reunion. Aging millennials don't really relate to girls anymore, but saw some parts of themselves in How I Met Your Mother. But there isn't really a TV series that perfectly pegs who we are. Aging millennials are Drake, Lena Dunham, Anna Kendrick, Chrissy Teigen, LeBron James, Khloe Kardashian, Hilary Duff, Michael B. Jordan, Mark Zuckerberg, Rihanna, the list goes on. Let me stop you right there. First of all, motherfucker, don't associate me with Lena Dunham. What the fuck is wrong with you? And to be totally honest, I don't want to be associated with Drake either. Guy kind of annoys me. This fucking... What'd she say here? Has an adult job. Did I read that? A grown-up job. People, oh my god, grown up. Adulting is so hard. People who fucking talk like that are the biggest fucking shitheads. Turned down an offer to attend their 10-year high school reunion. It wasn't an offer. An invitation. Everyone got one. An offer. Why didn't you go? Because probably no one fucking liked you in high school for you to attend the reunion. Because you're the kind of person who writes fucking articles like this. What do we got here? Millennials are usually described as being these digital kings and queens. You're supposedly glued to your phone, for better or worse. But the aging millennial is not quite a digital native, and not quite a digital immigrant. Ugh. Yick. Fucking... I hate... I haven't even met this person, and just reading a couple paragraphs of their writing, I fucking hate them. We're not as... You couldn't stream anything for a lot of your young adulthood. We're not as digital as they say. Millennial fads don't make any sense to you. You're all about that Netflix and chill, but for you, the chill is solo in your bed with your laptop, or with your very serious significant other. Hey, shithead, if you're really the older millennial that you claim to be, fucking, you would understand that Netflix and chill has always existed. The dipshit younger millennials just gave it a different name. Before, when it was people who were like in a, late 20s, 30s, were on the way up, it was come over to watch a movie. Like, that was code for a girl's gonna come over to fucking bang. You want to come over and watch a movie? Because get it, you're gonna be sitting snuggled up on the couch in a dark room for a couple hours, so you have plenty of time to be a creep and make that move. Now it's Netflix and chill. Before watch a movie, you would go to like the fucking drive-in or Lookout Point or an actual fucking movie. My point is, Netflix and chill is not a new phenomenon. Alright? It's not even a new twist on like an old thing. It's the exact same thing people were doing when they came over to watch a movie. It's just now you don't have to put a disc, like a DVD or a VHS in. You just fucking select it. Fucking, I just got a text from the Mets. You just select it on your screen. That's the only fucking difference. Fucking annoying. The very young millennial might see their lives reflected in YouTubers and bloggers, and Gen X's existence is supposedly reflected in shows like Friends. But what about the aging millennial? Where do we pop up in popular culture? New Girl? Master of None? Maybe, but not quite. The aging millennial's cultural cachet is a weird place. Too old to care about Vine celebrities, too young to remember a time before Tina Fey was on SNL. Okay, no. First of all, apologize to Gen X, because that's just saying that they're reflected in Friends that's just mean. I would hate to be associated. That's just as bad as being associated with Lena Dunham, in my opinion. Anyway, New Girl fucking blows. I don't even know why. If you put that as a maybe, you're just a fucking asshole. That show is terrible. Fuck, it's unwatchable. And you're not too young to remember a time before Tina Fey was on SNL. SNL's like peak years were before Tina Fey was on SNL. I know she did a great job with Weekend Update. Yeah. She's very funny. I'm a Tina Fey fan. But that's just, there was so much amazing. You don't remember fucking Chris Farley and Spade and Myers, fucking a million other people? You really don't remember that? I think you're full of shit. What else? The chick who writes it is a senior. This is her fucking bio. What a fucking asshole. Madison is a senior editor at Hello Giggles. She loves buying makeup and not wearing it. She also hopes to own a Bernese Mountain Dog? Whatever. Such a fucking chick profile. Buying makeup and not wearing it. Oh, such a girl. Ugh. How do chicks read this fucking drivel? I want to throw my computer out the fucking window after reading that. What else? Okay. This. Gary's coming by. We're gonna do a show on Saturday, but I wanted to at least touch on this a little bit. I talked about it a little last week too. These like anti-gay legislations they're passing in the South are just absolutely fucking disgusting. And I mean, my general opinion when it comes to, you know, the religious freedom thing, I don't think, what's the best way to say this? I don't like the idea of having to legally require people to be good to each other. You know, I like to think that we have a free market in place that would essentially put those kind of people out of business. That wouldn't cater a gay or whatever. But I think then we also have to consider from a constitutional perspective. And if I'm off on this, please let me know. I think when it comes to a religious event, like, I don't think you should be able to force someone to perform, you know, or involve themselves in, like, you know, I just don't know where that line gets drawn. But only on the private level. Like, obviously, like that Kim Davis chick who tried to fucking not, like, that doesn't work. The government has to. You can't, when I say like a private business, like, if you're running like, say you're running a wedding service out of your own home, like, this is why religion is so is retarded like that, because you can fucking essentially just lean on it and be like, oh yeah, sorry, my God says I'm not allowed to do that, so make an accommodation for me. Which I think is silly. I think the accommodation that we make for you is we allow you to worship, but you don't get to impose that on other people. However, then we have to say that you should be able to freely associate as you wish with. See, I don't know how it works. Like, if a business of fucking, like, can you compel someone to do business with? It's very confused. Like, I think this is where people who aren't contemplative enough get tripped up. Because if you say that you're against forcing someone to do business, but then are you de facto supporting some sort of the right to discriminate? So I think, at least on my end, and this is certainly probably up for debate, but I think preventing the discrimination comes before the religious freedom thing. Because you can privately do your religious shit, but it's very hard when those two things kind of cross paths there. You know, you're essentially saying is the religion's... It's fucking... Man, religion is a motherfucker. Because every rational person knows that it's fucking ridiculous to believe in a magic sky man, and you want to be like, hey, look, you don't get to disclude the fucking gays because your fucking imaginary friend told you to. But on the other side, the Constitution is very important, and if we if we go too far in restricting religion, then we cross this line into restricting, free ideas and free speech, and that's the kind of stuff that is what has helped gay people get rights and achieve equality in the first place. There is some fucking, oh man, but in the end, I think that you have to do it. You gotta side with not discriminating. So like this senator from North Carolina says, tell your friends and family who had to work today what this is all about and how hard we must fight to keep our state straight. Like, the fuck, man? Like, what's your fucking problem, dude? Like, I don't... You guys are you're supposedly, like, Christians, and they're like, oh, like, fucking Jesus loves you, like, and then isn't it supposed to be like hate the sin, love the sinner, and keep the state straight? Like, come on, man. What a fucking asshole. I just get the impression that these guys who like want to impose like anti-gay laws and these anti-trans laws, I think they're all like either like bi-curious or just so afraid of their own sexuality that they don't want this stuff anywhere near them because they're just scared shitless that they're gonna wind up waking up one morning with the fucking cum dripping out of their ass. Like that's kind of what I derive from all of this. Because to be that hateful just doesn't make sense. Like, who fucking cares what people do with their genitals behind closed doors? Like, if two people love each other and they want to fuck each other, let them fuck each other. Some guy is born with a dick and he says he doesn't want to have a dick, let him chop it off. So if some chick is like, you know what, I wish I had one of those. Can I borrow yours? Fine. That guy chops his off, gives it to her, she sews it on. How does that hurt you? Like, that's not hurting anybody. These people didn't do anything to you. That's just such a fucking... It's so mean, man. Like, I don't have, like... I joke, I make gay jokes, I make tranny jokes. Like, I think it's... Dude, I giggle at fucking Bruce Jenner jokes, for sure. The idea of a woman walking around with a dick is funny as shit. Can't find a little humor in that? Fuck off. Like, but it doesn't mean that they're not people. And maybe, you know what? Look, is there a possibility that it's part of like some sort of mental health issue or whatever? I guess I don't know enough about any of that shit, and I don't think that's a transphobic statement to say that. It's certainly there's a deviation somewhere. But it doesn't make it wrong. There's still a person trying to live their life. Like, you wouldn't... I mean, no one hates fucking autistic people or people with Down syndrome. But so if you're gonna make the mental health claim, then I don't know why you do it in such an angry, mean way. That just doesn't make fucking... It seems like it comes off as very insecure to me. So, I don't know. Come on, guys. There's room for everybody. We live in a big ass country. There's room for everybody. North Carolina is a big state. Like, I think this paragraph, I think here, encompasses what I'm saying. The law blocks local and state protections for lesbian, gay, and bisexual and transgender people, and directs which restrooms transgender people can use in public buildings. So this isn't even a law that they're doing in North Carolina. It's not even a law that like says you can't sue because they won't cater your gay wedding, which, you know, like I said before, like you could toss that one back and forth and maybe make an argument, but this is simply a law. This is a law that prevents localities for writing laws that protect the gay community. It preemptively does that. Like, they went out of their way to essentially say, we're going to make sure that gay people are not afforded equal treatment under the law. That's fucking ridiculous. The South is fucking ridiculous. I know a lot of my listeners are down there, but that seems very much that doesn't seem rooted in religion. It seems rooted in hate. I like gay jokes. I think they're funny. I like tranny jokes. I think they're hilarious. But I have gay and lesbian friends, and I couldn't imagine voting for someone who wanted to pass a law that denied them the same protection under the law as everyone else. That seems silly. Okay. This one, this is fucking ridiculous. I gotta see if I can fire this thing up, because I haven't watched it yet. So apparently, Barstool blogged this, but this was kind of going around last night. I got the Fox News article here, and I got the videos from Barstool. Okay. So this is what Fox News says. Students at the University of Massachusetts Amherst set a new high for hysteria Monday night at an event featuring Christina Hoff Sommers, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Steven Crowder. If you don't know who they are, Christina Hoff Sommers is she's a very intelligent woman. She's a feminist, but like a logical feminist. She's been on Rogan's show before, and she's tried to dispel some of the myths about campus rape in an effort to educate people about rape. And as a result has become like number one on the social justice warriors hit list. Milo Yiannopoulos is a writer for Breitbart. He's a flaming gay conservative, and he refers to Donald Trump as daddy, and he's funny as fuck, and whenever he gets accused of being a racist on Twitter, he reminds people that he loves to have sex with black men. He's fucking hilarious. He has also been on Rogan's show. And then Steven Crowder is, I guess, a conservative stand-up comedian. I don't know too much about him. I've seen a couple of his tweets. They were decently funny. Anyway, it says, the event was intended to be a forum and discussion about the use of political correctness on campus, but degenerated, I don't fucking know, into a shouting match as protesters sought to drown out the speakers with cries of hate speech and less imaginatively, fuck you. Okay, so let me see if I can I can't play a video while I'm recording, but what I can do is try to play it on my phone and get some. This might things might not work, so bear with me. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to stop the recording, I'll watch the video, and then I'll give thorough analysis, but I'm hoping this works. Holy oh, alright. I think I just saw the main character. She looks like a sumo wrestler. Dude. Holy shit! The top of her head looks like a fucking ice cream cone with a cherry on top. Oh my god. Christina Hoff Sommers is fucking their shit up. I think Crowder just told her to shut up. Oh, please tell me that they show her getting dragged out. No, it's not free speech, you fat tub of shit. Holy fucking shit! Her arms are the size of my fucking thighs. She's shaking her arms up in the air. Hey, bitches, I'm behind the cameras! Get her out of here! Get her out! This is where you need Trump security. I want to see this tub of shit dragged out of here. She's been screaming. She's had to fucking take a big swig of what I'm assuming it's gravy in her Nalgene. It's definitely what flows through her veins. Oh, he's arguing. One of them's arguing with a Muslim now. She's trying to defend the Quran. The problem is there are passages in the Quran about cutting people's heads off. This fucking wow. I'm gonna share for sure on Facebook a link to that video because you have to see it to really appreciate. Holy fucking shit. Dude, first of all, I understand why this chick's angry, because when I tell you she looks like fucking Yokozuna, like, I'm not yanking your shit. Like, she is sumo big and fucking, like, you know what jowls are? Like the, dignified old men have them. They kind of hang down. You kind of look like a hound dog. Her entire body looks like that. Like, that's how flabby and loose it is. And she's just screaming. And it's in that, like, annoying, fat chick voice. Oh, it's awful. You have to check it out. Definitely do yourself a favor and, take a look-see. What else do I have? Oh wow, I have a bunch of others. I have like a million links from that Steve Reichert, his Facebook page, but I don't really I don't have time. That guy he's a little out there. I know I touched on some of his shit last week. Anyway, I gotta wrap up and get to work, jump in the shower, etc., etc. But I had fun doing that one. I think we kicked around some interesting shit. Anyway, Dave and I are or Gary, as he likes to be called, are planning on recording Saturday, so hopefully that means you'll get this show today, and then get another one. I'll probably put that one up Tuesday. So you get one next week, and then I'll try to do another show next week, maybe. Alright, so that's it for this week. The usual, once again, if you're on Facebook, check us out. We are The Savage Crew. Same thing on Twitter, at The Savage Crew. And you can find me on Twitter as well, at Mike Montone. Deuces.
The Savage Crew, broadcasting
that a bunch of old homeless dudes had an orgy in the car.
with a pair of balls.
It's called a soup kitchen. Pretty rough stuff.